physiologically, it's the powerhouse of your system, because it's what affects the pressure in your organs. It affects obviously your breathing, the oxygenation into your blood. So what I want you to do, one hand onto your chest here, okay? And we're going to start off with an exhale, okay? So rather than focusing on breathing in, I want you to breathe out. But when I want you to breathe out, I want this hand to go down. And I want you to facilitate that by actually pushing your tummy downwards as you breathe out, okay? So I want you to try and breathe out for me. Just exhale. So we're going to blow through the lips like this. And I don't know if you can see, but see this hand is going down? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to try that again. Just relax, breathe normally. Okay, what I want you to do is, I'm going to exhale, I'm going to help you. Okay, so breathe out through the lips, and we're going to push down here specifically. Keep pushing down here, keep pushing in, and try not to force the air out. Okay, try not to force the air out with your chest. Okay. Just try and allow the air to come out just through your lips. Okay, so again, breathing in, and then try and breathe out. And you get to the point like I am now, where you're clutching for that air, all right? And for that air to come, you kind of need to squeeze your belly in, okay? And then once you get there, I want you to hold for 2 seconds, okay? And then I want you to breathe in, and as you breathe in, I want you to try and push your belly out at the same time. It is hard, it's very tricky to kind of synchronize this, because obviously you're trying to connect your brain to things that it doesn't normally have control over. So let's try that again. So just breathe naturally first, okay? And then we'll start with an exhale. Good, and just literally push down here, okay? And once you get to that point, just hold, okay? And now I want you to breathe out, but literally push your belly, push your hand with your belly as you're breathing out. And then when you get to the top of that breath, hold, okay? And then we want to do the same now. Breathe out. Good, that's much better. Your hands moving on your belly as opposed to your chest, okay? And then hold, okay? And then breathe in, okay? See, with that one, you were kind of clutching a little bit more because you ran out of air, so you moved up with your chest. And it's normal for that to happen, especially when you first start doing this. You're not going to get a complete cycle of belly breathing straight away. But that one, did you feel the difference? Yeah. You felt like it went up here, okay? And a really good way of controlling the airflow is just allowing the lips, the air to go through the lips the way you are, right? So you're kind of literally like sucking it in through the lips and then blowing it out through the lips. So you've got control of the flow. So you're letting that air out slowly. Good, that's much better. Excellent. All right, and what I'm going to do for you as well, like we talked about last time, is I'm going to do a little bit of diaphragm release. Okay, so some of the work that we did, was it tender when I did that last time? Yeah. Was it? Did it feel sore after, or was it all good? It was fine when I was doing it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is literally, I want you to do your breathing cycle. Okay, so breathe in through your nose. Okay, we're just going to get under that rib, into that diaphragm. Good. I'm just going to kind of open that up a little bit. Do you know much about the diaphragm? No? It's where, like, yeah, traditionally they say it's kind of a key place where a lot of emotion is kept, where a lot of energy is kept. But like physiologically, it's the powerhouse of your system, because it's what affects the pressure in your organs. It affects obviously your breathing, the oxygenation into your blood. You okay?
Yeah, it just has to be.
Yeah, that particularly tender there? Yeah. So just like you can get knots anywhere in your body, you can get knots in your diaphragm. Yeah, and especially if you've ever had anxiety or stress or anything, even with you in sport, obviously when you get to a point where you push yourself so much, where your body's so physically stressed that you get gassed out, right? Your diaphragm works over time. You ever get stitches when if you had a stitch before? Yeah. So when you get a stitch, it's literally you're having a cramp in your diaphragm. That's what a stitch is. Good. Breathe. So I want you to just play around with this at home as well, okay? So when you're doing your breathing, if you can, I want you to literally breathe in, and then when you breathe out, let your fingers sink in, and you just get under your ribs. Just get your fingers under your ribs, and you can literally expand your rib cage like that. And when you do that, you'll expand, you're helping your diaphragm stretch out. It's just like stretching your hamstrings. Yeah. Literally, you just help that muscle stretch. And if that muscle stretches out and it's looser, it can function better. And you'll see your breathing, your running, when you're training, you'll just see like just improvement. Yeah. And obviously with your digestion as well, which is a key thing too.